During the Second World War, many watch companies started to produce watches for military service. There is a watch made for any pursuit in the war, from Navy use to aviation to bomb timers and for the frontline soldier, also known as field watches. One thing they all have in common is they are simple to read. In this episode, I will go through one of the most well-known World War II era timepieces, and that is the British RAF pilot watch. Hi guys, it's me, Derek, aka Sal, the Omega Enthusiast, and welcome to a new episode. So before I continue, please support the channel by smashing on that thumbs up below and consider subscribing. From what I understand, several different RAF brands were manufactured for the British Ministry of Defence, or MOD for short, at the heart of World War II. I have three examples for this video: Omega, Longines, and Jaeger-LeCoultre. But of course, the Omega and Longines version are more commonly heard in today's market as the two brands are more popular. According to the record, Longines and LeCoultre forward their version to the RAF from 1942 until May of 1943, and Omega released their version to the RAF from 1942 to July 1943. I will leave a link to this wonderful website in the description box with more information on other World War II pilot watches. So check it out later if you're interested. The Omega version under reference 2292 came in 3 different case material with 3,000 units supplied to the MOD. However, with the mass amount of examples surfacing and finding old ads, I think there should be at least 10 times more of that amount supplied to the MOD. The one thing in common between the 3 case material is they come with steel back. The RAF version case material, like the one you see here, also known as reference UK 2292, has a light alloy of aluminum, copper, magnesium, and manganese, making the watch extra light on the wrists. The second version has a nickel-plated brass case made for the Fleet Air Arm Division, possibly for aircraft carrier pilot. The differences between the two cases are the RAF version, like the one you see here, has longer but wide type lugs, whereas the Fleet Air Arm lugs are shorter and take spring bars. The last version, the rarest of the 3, comes in solid stainless steel under reference CK2292. The case on this watch measures close to 33mm across, excluding the crown, by 42mm from lug to lug, having a case thickness of 10.5mm with the acrylic low dome crystal. The dial has aged beautifully on this piece, or I should say on all 3. The original hermetic crown is unsigned and still in immaculate condition. The manual wind movement is an early 16 jewel caliber 30T2 SC. And this watch is not complete without those beautiful blue steel setup hands. The Longines version under reference 4830 is the most popular of the 3. Unfortunately, I lost my record and couldn't find the manufactured quantity online either, but I would assume several thousand units were supplied to the MOD and many to the civilian. So the piece I own is a civilian version with the blank back. If you know the unit quantity amount that Longines made of this reference, please share it in the comment section below. This reference came with 2 different case material, the full stainless steel version and the chrome plated with a steel back version. In 2019, Longines reissued this reference but in a larger size, with a 38mm diameter. On the other hand, this vintage version measures 32.5mm excluding the crown by 42.5mm from lug to lug. The case thickness is 11.5mm, including the acrylic low dome crystal, which is a millimeter thicker than the Omega case. However, the case lugs width is 16mm, which are 2mm smaller than the Omega version. The manual wind movement is a Longines caliber 12.68N, and as a watchmaker, I love working on this beautiful movement. The unsigned original crown is probably my favorite of the 3. The third piece is the Lacoste. However, I want to state that this is not the original RAF version, but is similar to one. It's always better to review a timepiece in hand than through a photo. That is why I decided to use this watch as an example. It is estimated that around 4,000 to 5,000 units were made and may come with a manual wind caliber 450 or 470 movement. You will immediately notice the distinct blue steel diamond hands on these Lacoste models. You will find that on some dials they say Lacoste while others say Jägerlacoste. That's because the Lacoste only dial were manufactured in the US. There's just so much to learn when it comes to vintage watches, but deciding what topic to discuss next can sometimes be an issue, so please feel free to comment below on the kinds of things you are interested to learn about vintage watches, and maybe one day I will produce a video about it. For now, please continue to support this channel by liking the video. It's free to do and will help the channel greatly. Thank you to all my patrons for supporting the channel financially through Patreon. Before I end this video, I have a few questions for you. From the 3 pieces in this video, which is your favorite and why? Also, do you own an RAF watch or any military vintage type of watch? Let me know in the comment below. I hope you enjoyed this episode and learned something new as always. Thank you for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the following video.